Welcome to Movies Adda, and this is your Bollywood guy G9 यानी कि दिव्य सोलगामा in conversation with talented actress Parineeti Chopra. Parineeti, first things first, share us about your chemistry and bonding with your co-actor Aditya Roy Kapur.
Yeah, my first film. I hope I get to do many more films with him because I just love him. He's one of my closest friends, I would say. Today, I get along with him very well. Our sense of humor is very similar, which I've not found a lot in life. Also very easy to work with, just an easy guy. He's a cool guy, and most actors become part of this actor's life, which I feel that I'm not. I feel that I still do all my work on my own and whatever. And Aditya is also like that. So actually our bonding started from there, saying ki, "Arey, how cool it is that others also think like me." So when that mental kind of understanding is there, so the chemistry I think follows, because then you have so much comfort with each other. So yeah, I loved working with him. Yeah, it was so wonderful. I'd love to work with him again.
Parineeti, since your film Daawat-e-Ishq has food as its background, just like on lines of films like Ratatouille or Chef or Chini Kam, so personally, how foodie are you and what are your favorite cuisines?
Like we said, the film is not about food, it has an undertone in food. Our title only is Dawat. So there are a few films that are, like you said, Ratatouille, Chef. Maybe Chini Kam was about a chef. Anyway, so there are films that have touched upon food, definitely, but the mudda of the film was always different. Chini Kam was a love story about this odd couple, or I don't know, whatever other films that we spoke about. So different films and film muddas. We also have food as part of our film. He is a chef, of course. I'm a big foodie in the film. Like, I enjoy food and whatever. And how both of us bond over food, and many elements of the story are about food. You understand? Like Lucknow and Hyderabad, how biryanis are different, how we cook differently, how we speak differently, etc. etc. So, I hope that you guys feel hungry when you watch the film. I don't know if India will finally get its food film. I don't know that. I'm not promising that, because to me, Daawat-e-Ishq is still a love story. And I think to all of us, it's a love story more than a food story. But we've used food as a means of telling the love story. Everybody says I'm a foodie, just because everybody loves eating food, but I think a foodie is a person who understands food, who understands cuisines, who understands flavors, who understands textures of food, who probably watches authentic food shows to learn. A person who's knowledgeable about food, the way you can be knowledgeable about art, or you can be knowledgeable about sport. That way, I feel food also is an art that has to be learned, apart from cooking and eating it. But because you like one dal makhani doesn't mean you're a foodie. So I think it's a term that has been misused a lot in life. Everybody is a claimed foodie. On the other hand, I really feel I'm a proper foodie because I'm very interested in local flavors, textures, cooking styles of food. Like, I actually read about food, I watch shows on food. I actually understand food. Like, if you shut my eyes, give me something, I'll be able to tell you where it was made and why it was made, what spice is from what country, that kind of thing. So in that way, I think I'm a big foodie. I really understand food very well. I don't cook because I don't enjoy cooking. I don't have the patience to cook. But yes, I'm a big foodie. I can also eat quantities of food. Like, I'm not a small eater. I'm a big eater. So yeah, huge foodie. So it really helped in the food. Favorite cuisine overall would be Indian. Like, I really like all types of Indian food. Like, I really like Kashmiri food. I like North Indian food. I like South Indian food. I like Gujarati food. I like Bengali food a lot. So all types of Indian food. Like, I really think it's the most satisfying to my palate. Like, it's not like, "Arey, I'm missing mirchi today," or "I'm missing that." I get everything in Indian food. But otherwise, it would be Italian. Second. Yeah, no other food.
Parineeti, Siddharth Malhotra shared us about the bonding actors from your generation have with each other, which is totally positive. So what's your take on it?
I think the way it's being approached is very different. Like I don't know what Sid said to you at that time, but I think that our strangely our friendship is really touch wood. It's really so nice that I don't know how I can explain it. Like if for instance, if I don't like something that Sid has done or Alia has done, if any one of these young actors does something that I don't like, I today have the relationship with them to call them up and say, listen, I didn't like what you did. I think you should do this because I think your strength is that. No, actually, उसमें मेरा नुकसान है because it's good for me if the other actor is not doing well, technically on paper. If an Alia or Shraddha or whoever doesn't do well, it's great for me. But I actually get very worried and I'm like, no, listen, you're very good at this, you should do this, And the same for them, for each other. So I think strangely, in a competitive way, only we want each other to do well and better. I don't know how to put it. Like they will say, like, you should go to the gym, you should lose more weight. Come to the gym with me. I'll show you how I work out. So they want us. We want each other to do well because of the friendship, which is very cool. Like if Alia and I are sitting at her house and watching a film, and somebody enters the room, they're like, we've never seen this happen before. Two girls are sitting to watching a film and we are looking at each other and saying, what's the problem? We're just watching a film. But I think that's I don't know why it's unheard of because I think it's so cool. I mean, tomorrow if I have to do a film with them, then what do? I'm fighting with them, so I can't do a film with them. So then what to do? I think it's the coolest thing, yeah. And I find it very strange that people ask us about it because all of us are connected with each other. Like all of us have worked with each other. All of us are friends with each other. So now we know what a newspaper report means. Like if we are sitting around this table and somebody says that Aditya and Shraddha or whatever, Shraddha is angry with me and I will look at Shraddha and say, are you angry with me? It's rubbish. I have that relationship, you know what I'm saying? And we don't even have to talk about it. In fact, we joke about it, कि, oh God, now, dekh lena, next film might be linked with Ranveer and then Deepika will be angry. Something will happen, this will happen, it will happen, it's so funny. No, because nobody knows the truth. By the way, I knew Shraddha before Aditya knew Shraddha. So actually Aditya came in between us. So that's what I'm saying, nobody looks at the truth, yeah. They don't, they are going by what used to happen 20 years ago. And now they are just changing the names and using the same news, It's a pattern and just the people are replaced, which is very funny. It's just hilarious actually.
Parineeti, your fans and eligible bachelors would love to know that are you finally open for a long-term relationship or still focusing only on your career?
Very, very open to meeting somebody. Really, I am. And I'm not the kind of person who dates. Like I can't just see where this is going and have a date or a one-night stand. Like this is not me at all. I really need to be in love with somebody. And like I've had 2 long-term relationships in my life which didn't work out. But I'm that person. Like 2-3 years with one person I want to spend. And now when I meet somebody, I would like to meet them for life. I would really like to fall in love with someone. Link-ups, it doesn't matter. And I can't separate the two things. In fact, right now, if I have somebody, I think just calling that person in the middle of a hectic day or just going back home to that person or going to meet that person at the end of the day, it'll be so lovely, yeah. It'll be so nice. So I'm really open to it. I hope I find somebody. It's very hard.
Welcome to Movies Adda, and this is your Bollywood guide G9, यानी कि Divya Solgama, in conversation with talented actress Parineeti Chopra. Parineeti, your character in the movie Daawat-e-Ishq is of a Hyderabadi girl. So what additional efforts did you do to get inside the skin of your character?
Yeah, I mean that not only that, we are actually speaking in Dakhni completely. We are not speaking Urdu. But you will understand it. When you watch the film, we've kind of maintained a balance where I am speaking authentic Dakhni. Matlab, it's not just one word here and there. Like even as a Punjabi, when I see Punjabi spoken wrongly, I get very annoyed. I feel like just if you say chakde fatte doesn't mean it's Punjabi. You have to speak a proper sentence. So when I was speaking Dakhni also, I said people of Hyderabad should not get angry with us. We should speak proper Dakhni, But because it was becoming so authentic, a person in Kanpur or a person in Jammu would not understand what we are saying. So we've kind of mixed it a little bit. But Ilahi just made it very easy for us, and especially me and Anupam sir, both of us are father-daughter in the film. So both of us had to speak authentic Dakhini. So she came, she coached us for like 15 days. We went through the entire script, changed it to Dakhini, learned it all up and, get the pronunciation right, get the leja right, get everything right. So yeah, without her, I wouldn't have been able to do it at all.
Parineeti, share us the main USP of Daawat-e-Ishq. Is it a romantic film or family-based film or what? Kindly describe it for your fans and cinema lovers.
Daawat-e-Ishq, I think, is I will tell you now, is not going to change your mindset about anything. It's not this message-giving film, or it's not going to, change your life or thinking in any way. No. I think the USP of Daawat-e-Ishq actually is that it's just such a sweet, happy film. Like even when I watch the film, there's no like, oh, this film is about so and so thing. So, the film sets and then that mudda comes and then how we solve it in the end. Nothing. You'll just be like, you'll watch it and you'll keep smiling and it'll be a happy film, and then food comes and then you're eating, you're talking, you're falling in love, you're singing a song, and it's just sweet and happy. Like that's how I can describe it. And for me, even when when I read the script, I read it in an hour. Like actually, it's a 2 hour. Normally, it takes 2.5 hours to finish a script. I finished it in an hour because it was not heavy, or it was not like, oh, I had to read a scene again to understand it. It was just so breezy and happy. And that's all there is to it. I mean, like I said, we're not trying to change anybody's life with this film. It's just 2 hours of happiness. That's what Daawat-e-Ishq is to me. Also, it's very hard to cut promos of this film. So because like I said, I don't have any one big USP to put in the promo. I can show you the songs and I can show you the trailer, which is a happy trailer. But there is no one big message that I can give you. So I don't know if the promos are exciting you or not. But the film will definitely excite you. Like when you watch the film, you'll be like, oh, sweet. It's just, oh, sweet. That's it.
Parineeti, one of your forthcoming film is with Saif Ali Khan and you're a big fan of him. So kindly share us about your interaction and working experience with him.
I've not started working with him. In fact, that film we had to start shooting in sometime this year. But now it's put on hold. It's gone ahead because I think Saif is doing Bhima's film first. And I have to finish Kill Dil ka promotions, which will take end of November. So this year then I'm not shooting. I'll shoot January onwards. And Dinu is busy with a happy ending, etc. So all three of us were busy. So we're like, why are we making this film? Let's all finish our work and come back. So yeah, it's going to be very different because I'm not buddies with Saif. It is going to be a different relationship. Also, I'm in awe of him since I was a kid. So it's going to be very different. I'm going to find out. But he's also very cool. He's a cool guy, I hosted one show with him, the GMA Awards. I had hosted that, so I'd spent like good 3-4 hours working with him. And he's very cool. Like he's a cool guy, easy guy to work with. So I think that I hope a friendship happens there, and I hope that it's easy to work.
Parineeti, who are your favorite actresses from Hindi cinema and which qualities of them inspire you as an actor?
Only and only Rani Mukherjee. I love her. I'm obsessed with her talent. She's that actress who I don't know. She can do the filmy stuff also convincingly. She can do the real stuff also convincingly. I can't say that about any other actor. Maybe my sister. Like my sister also can do real stuff really well and filmy stuff really well. But others are either or. I feel. Maybe even I am. I don't know. I'm trying to balance, but I'm not quite there. But Rani is one person who I'm amazed by her. She's amazing. I also like Kareena a lot. And I also like Deepika a lot.
You're working with Govinda in your upcoming film Kill Dil. Kindly share us something about him and also something more about the film.
No. I haven't been given the green signal by Adi. Ranveer is a chatterbox, said everything. No. Experience, of course, I can say. It was awesome, yeah. I mean, I watched Govinda only on TV or in films, and to actually work with him was it was a surreal experience. I would just watch him talk, and I would talk to him, and he's a great singer. So I would sing with him because even I enjoy singing very much. So I would sing with him, and then they would be like, okay, shot ready, and then to actually act with him was an amazing experience. I wish I had more days to shoot with him. I have very few things to do with him. Mainly it's the boys together. So Ranveer got to work a lot with him. Yeah, very bad. But yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, it was really amazing to work with him. It was just outstanding. And then when he would dance and all that, wow. To watch it live is amazing. I'm sorry I can't say. I wish I could talk about. I'm sorry I can't. I'm dying to, as you can see.
Are you singing?
But no, I'm not sung. I'm not sung yet. Not sung yet. I swear, I'm sorry I can't talk about this. I'm sorry, not yet.